Hi, how's everybody doing? I'm here to show you my new project, my new diamond painting that I'm doing. Um, I'm doing a small one. I got through with the little bookworm. Turned out she's as cute as can be. I did a video on her. But this one is an NFL inspired diamond painting because I am a fan of this particular team, which everybody is so far doesn't like, but I don't care. But this is No Frills Diamond Painting with Sarah. And let me show you what I've done so far. Righty. Let's get you turned around here and we will go to it. All right, there she is. As you can tell, it says the Cowboys, and then this right here will be a helmet with the star on it right there. That's as far as I've gotten. I've done all this white out here. I've got just a few little bit, that I've got to fill in on the actual lettering here. But yeah, let's see how this will show up. Is it going to show up? Maybe not. Let's see about this side. Take that off. That's better. There you go. Now you can kind of see what she's going to look like. This one was a small one. 15 colors only. A couple out of each little group. 1 or 2 out of each number series. But, yep. That is it. That is my new diamond painting project. I've been doing it for a week. Hopefully I'll get it done by this weekend. By the end of this weekend, I'll get her done. I've got some news. My daughter, 27 years old, her and her husband have been living with us for since 2018. So they lived with us for 6 years. They had been trying to save up for a house. As it turns out, they weren't married when they first started living here. I figured if they live, I'd rather them live here before they got married and live. I just don't believe in that. That's my preference. If it's not yours, then that's fine. But I don't believe in living with someone before you get married. And I told her that if she were to move in with him, we would not be paying for her wedding. That she would be living with him. She'd be out of the house. She'd be a full-ass grown adult. Both of them would be. And when they decided to get married, then they would be paying for their own wedding. And I stuck by it. And she got a beautiful dress. She had a very beautiful wedding. We did all the decorations ourselves. And there you go. But with the way they were on the way to saving for them a home, they were going to do a land home package with Clayton Homes. But I think they saw them coming. They looked at them and they're like, young and dumb. Didn't want to risk nothing with them. They have excellent credit. Her husband actually has a car that he makes a car payment on, but they've never had a bill as far as an electric bill. They've never had a water bill. They've never had anything showing that they're paying for anything other than a car. And it would be easier for them to buy a home if they had something like that. And they just didn't. They just didn't have that. So they are moving January the 19th into their own apartment. It's not going to be theirs, but it will help get them established in the real estate game. And of course, as you know, the economy is going to hell in a handbasket here in the States. I believe it's that way everywhere. Everywhere. My husband and I have this little Mexican restaurant that we go to, and it's like a little hidden gem that a lot of people know about, but nobody really ever goes there. And those are the best places to go and eat. And the owners went to Mexico to visit with family. They were born and raised here in the United States. They're like 5th generation. So they are United States citizens, but they do have family that they go and they visit in Mexico every so often. They ended up going to go for a month, and it ended up being 3 months. And we were talking to the husband of the ownership of this establishment last night, and telling them, hey, we're glad you're back, we missed you, and all that kind of good stuff, oh, I'm glad you're here. And they said the reason that it went from a month to 3 months is because their daughter had gotten a puppy, and they took it to Mexico with them. Well, the United States changed the rules on bringing animals from Mexico into the United States. She got the puppy here, but it hadn't had its. And of course, when they got the puppy, it was a poodle, and they had their first shots here in the States. But they didn't have any of the booster shots that they were supposed to get. They were going to give it its booster shots when they got back. But because this dog was under 3 months old, they had to wait in Mexico for 3 months for that dog to be over 3 months old in order to bring the dog back into the States where it was originally purchased, to get so it wouldn't. And he's like, it was the craziest thing that I have ever heard of in my life. This was the owner that was telling us this. And he said that when they were coming back to the States and they found out as they were crossing the border to come back in, he's like, you mean to tell me, and this is a Mexican, he said, I asked him, he said, you mean to tell me I cannot bring this dog back into the States where we originally bought the dog? They had the receipt, they had the documentation showing that that dog was born here in the States, it was bred here in the States, but they weren't going to be able to bring it back in. He said, you mean to tell me all these illegal aliens coming into the United States, but I can't bring a dog in here that was born here because it's under 3 months old? He said, and y'all are just opening the border, letting anybody come in willy-nilly? And I thought my husband was going to die. He's like, oh my God. He said, I can't believe that. He said, yeah, he said, I'm a Mexican. He said, but I'm an American first. And he said, you would not, he said, that just floored him. So they had to stay in Mexico until that dog was over 3 months old so they could bring it back into the United States. And he said, you would not believe the people that are moving from the United States to Mexico. You wouldn't believe it. He said an astronomical amount of United States citizens are leaving the United States and moving to Mexico. He said, and I'm not talking, American Mexicans that were born here in the United States that are from Latin descent. These are actual white people. He said, Asians. He said, black people. He said, they're leaving and they're moving to Mexico. And I'm like, well, you can't really blame them with the way our economy is. And of course, he did say that, Mexico, their economy isn't great either. He said, but you get more for your money in Mexico with the dollar than you do here in the United States. But anyway, I'm done. This isn't supposed to be a political channel. This is supposed to be a channel about diamond painting and a channel about just what we're doing. We're diamond painting. We're having fun diamond painting. I didn't mean to go off about our economy and all this other kind of stuff, but I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm just going to keep it no frills. It's just going to be about diamond painting. And with that, I'm going to say adieu, and I will upload another video closer I get to being done with my little Cowboys gym. And I'm going to do more than likely Tuesday. I will come out Tuesday, right before Halloween, and unrolling, because I haven't done it yet, and I've been meaning to do it, but I haven't done it, but I will do it. I've got some new ones in, and I will talk to y'all then. Bye. And if you like my videos, and if you like what you see, and you're willing to stick with me through this while I'm trying to build my channel, hit the like button down there below and say hello in a comment. Y'all have a good Halloween.